look at all the names in the chat. These are all the people who, similar to me, need a life outside of gambling. But that's not going to happen because fuck that shit. Yo, so that Freddie Peralta play, it's still available. It's absolutely insane. Minus 144. I mean, again, I don't know what your betting limits are going to be on FanDuel. You bet $100 on FanDuel, follow the arbitrage calculator. Right? These two, like, FanDuel literally just has his over at plus 108. It's plus 171 on Novig, a super sharp book. Also, the MLB season's almost over. Maybe someone knows he's going to be on a pitch count. He's not going to pitch a lot. But anyways, let's see what we can do on Underdog Fantasy. Let's get it, boys. I'm horny for bets. What gay bar is the wedding at? How are you, Alex? What's up, Joey? I'm a degen gambler trying to get into quant trading. You inspire me a lot. Thank you, 999 Static. You all should get into quant trading. If you want to make a lot of money doing nothing but gambling all day, you guys would love being a trader. You guys would absolutely love being a trader. Anyways, let's see what we can do. Okay, so we are going to get in an Underdog Fantasy play. The first thing I like to do is just look for crossed markets. So again, when you go through the math behind Underdog, you'll see that you're getting minus 119 juice for any pick on the board, right? So that's basically it. You're getting 116 minus 116. So Underdog 6-mans are the best payouts in the DFS industry. The price is the same on the over and the under because, again, if you take a guy to go over, why do we have NFL starting so early? So you can see FanDuel charges minus 112 juice for most of their prop lines, or minus 114. So basically Underdog's minus 116. So this first play on Cam Ward, over in rushing yards, oh shit, fuck me. Dude, now we have Trey Turner. Yo, check out this play. Trey Turner under 1.5 HRRs. And it looks like it's already gone. But this Cam Ward play looks solid. Crossed market, right? It's crossed with ProfitX. You could also get this on owner's box. But let me put something together, man. Late night stream. Yes, sir. Turner play still there. Yo, anyways, let me lock the fuck in, dude. Let me lock the fuck in. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little tired, but here we are. So I need to lock the fuck in. Okay, let's do an underdog slip. So we have the first play on Cam Warden. Is the Trey Turner play still there? Where did the Trey Turner play go? What am I doing? Yo, so it is still there. Oh, shit. Give me a sec. So we're going to run Trey Turner under 1.5 HRRs and then Will Richard over 1.5 field goals. So this is for the early fucking game. Over 1.5 field goals in the Vikings game. So again, Underdog Fantasy, like you take his over, you take his under, you're getting the same payout regardless, right? So, I mean, first of all, you can see all the sports books, all of the books posting two-way markets. You can also get this line on PrizePicks. Like Sleeper has his over as a minus 175 favorite. They have his over at minus 175. Fliff minus 145. ProfitX, it's only a one-way market, but they have his under at plus 132, so you know the over is the favorite outcome. Yo, so I got 3 picks so far, but fuck, dude. I want to try to get in a 6-man, and I really hope we have a fucking baller day tomorrow, boys. I really do. Anyways, Underdog's a little dry right now, but all 3 of these picks are also plus EV in a 3-man, so I'm going to run a 3-man. 3-mans are slightly worse in terms of your, like, expected value. You're getting slightly more juice, right? Minus 122, as opposed to minus 116, minus 116. This is what I'm getting locked in. If someone wants to put the link in the chat for other people to tail, that would be very nice and very appreciated. But, like, again, so basically if you're running an Underdog 3-man, if you're running an Underdog 3-man, right, you should assume you're getting minus 122 on any player prop on the board because a 6x payout means plus 500 odds. Anyways, you guys have had plenty of time to bet this. I'll give you guys a few more seconds if you want to play it. So again, Underdog, any 3-man, 6x payout, 100 to win 600, which basically means, if you just look at a parlay calculator, that they're giving you minus 120. What the fuck, dude? So I guess I already played Cam Ward, and they're saying you're not going to be able to play Cam Ward again. Fuck. Dude. That's really annoying, but that's okay. Let's see if we can find her. Or I'm going to try to find a replacement play. They only let me bet 1 entry per player per game, which is very annoying, but it is what it is. So let's see what we can do. So we got 2 picks so far. We want to add 1 more. Oh, shit. Kayla McBride. This play looks crazy good. Yo. This play looks crazy good. Kayla McBride, WNBA play. Yo, under 25.5 PRAs. So this is actually what I'm going to run. This play is crazy good. So if you look at WNBA, if you look at the Lynx game, player combos, what are you, girl? Kayla McBride. FanDuel has her line not only lower at 24.5, they also have the under favored or juiced, and it's the same with every other fucking sports book. PrizePicks literally has her 1.5 lower. This is a crazy good play. PrizePicks has her a 1.5 lower at 24. So yeah, that's a fucking good play. Long story short, it's definitely a good play. We definitely want to be on it. So if you look at Kayla McBride, where the fuck is this girl? Right, PrizePicks has her at 24. So data-driven sports betting. Finding picks with an edge. But anyways, what do we want to do, man? I got to remember to get up early tomorrow. I really have to. I got to rip a live stream at like fucking 8 a.m. tomorrow before that 9:30 game starts. What the fuck? That can't be right. What do we want to do? Yo. Fuck, man. There's also value on PrizePicks. Do you guys want to do a PrizePicks play? What do we want to do? Go Roll Tide. There's a 0% chance you're getting up at 8. Let's be real. Yo, maybe I'll get up at 8. Maybe I'll shock the world and get up at 8. I can do it. A lot of you guys don't believe me, but I can get up early. But let's see. Dude, what is going on this Freddie Peralta? Yo, so here, this is a flip play. Dude, something weird is going on Freddie Peralta. He must be expected to not pitch the full game tomorrow. The MLB regular season, it's basically over. Right? Plus 270 on the over. Fliff is plus 165. Novig's a super sharp book. There's a lot of liquidity. Granted, it's a ton of juice. Does anyone know anything about... does anyone know anything about Peralta tomorrow? It seems like the market thinks he's probably going to have a pitch count or not pitch that long. Because under 6.5 strikeouts at minus 240. Yeah, I mean, I'm going with it, though. Definitely seems like a good play. Super fucking crossed market. And then what I'm going to do is and there it goes. Okay, so they already removed it. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you guys were tailing that quickly. But shit, dude. Do we want to do a PrizePicks or what? PrizePicks? What do we want to do? Oh, yo, so this, damn, dude. Fuck, man. Should we do a PrizePicks 5-man? I'm Freddie's boyfriend. He's a little sore. That's why his line is moving. Do coke. Shut the fuck up, bro. Someone nuke the guy who just keeps putting coke in the chat. Pick 6 promos. I put them in the chat. Or sorry, I put them in the Discord. I put some pick 6 plays. Bro, I've been tweeting out so many pick 6 plays. Anyways, let's do a PrizePicks slip. So I'm going to run this same play, but this time, fuck, dude. Should I do a 5-man or a 6-man? Again, they have a free square on Jalen Hurts if you haven't already used it. So maybe I'll do a 5-man, and if you haven't included the free square, include the fucking free square. You don't want to forget to use these no-brainer promos. So the first play I'm going to go with is Will Richard or whatever the fuck, however you pronounce his last name. Early game. For the early game, dude, what is going on? Bro, this Trey Turner play is still available. You can actually get it on Hard Rock as well. That would be a cross market. Oh, boys. So we're going to play Trey Turner under 1.5 HRRs. He's gone over the past 5 games. But again, historical data, it's already priced into the market, you know? So what were we talking about? PrizePicks is -119 odds for a 5 flex. You know, they're 5 flex or whatever. That's the optimal slip type. Or 6 flex. It's 5 or a 6 pick flex play. Dude, why is there so much value? What the fuck, man? So then we have Kayla McBride under 17.5 points. What is going on? There is a lot of value right now. Fuck me. Yo. Come on. That's not a horrible play. I mean, again, this is just the odds jam positive EV tool. It just compares PrizePicks directly to sports books, right? Even if you don't use these sports books, you still want to look at them as data points. But I like these 3 picks so far. The question is, do we want to run a 5-man? You could include these kicker props. Do we want to do a 5-man or a 3-man? Why lots of unders? I don't like the unders. Could you explain what you mean when you're talking about crossed market plays? Yo, honestly, I'm just going to run this as a 3-man. I'm going to run this as a 3-pick entry. That's my decision. And if you want to learn about crossed markets, I saw somebody just asking. Whoa. I saw somebody just asking about crossed markets. I put a link in the chat. But it's a pretty simple strategy. I don't know what is going on here. These have to be wrong or they are massive error lines. I don't know if these are right. You guys can check. Jack Petrie over 1.5 tackles plus assists. His line is 1.5 on Fliff. It seems like it's probably wrong. Or Fliff is just offering an error line, but I don't want to bet into an error line and get banned. But here's a crossed market on FanDuel. So Dalton Kincaid under 35.5 receiving yards. Yo, dude, FanDuel gives some pretty big betting limits, even when you're limited. But basically, FanDuel, right, is arbitrage to no vig, right? So that's all it means if there's a crossed market. It means 2 sports books. FanDuel has his over at -117. OddsJam has 1-click bet, so you can just click right to go to the bet. Novig has his over with a shit ton of liquidity, right? It's a peer-to-peer betting site. But again, peer-to-peer doesn't mean you're betting against your neighbor, dude. You're betting against trading firms, really smart people. So his over's +117. His under's -114. So these 2 bucks are so out of sync that you could hedge to guarantee a profit. You bet the over on Novig, the under on FanDuel, and make a risk-free profit. Again, that's because all these books set their own lines and the market's so inefficient. There's hundreds of sports books in the US. So basically, one of these 2 plays has to be profitable, and Novig is a very sharp book. So you can do the same thing on PrizePicks, right? PrizePicks is essentially giving you -122 odds for any 3-pick entry, right? Just look at a parlay calculator. Any 3-pick parlay that comes out to a 6-pick, comes out to a 6x payout is -122 odds, right, on every single leg. So PrizePicks is basically charging -122 juice, which would be crossed with ProfitX. Kayla McBride -122 on the under would be crossed with Novig. Thanks, Alex. You're so smart. Yeah. Fuck, dude. Damn, Miss Katie's message. Is my girlfriend in the chat? Alex, talk louder. Can you guys not hear me? Dude, damn, dude. These PrizePicks discounts from today, I feel like literally one of them is going to hit. Our LJ Martin play, dude, our last PrizePicks play, all the discounts they ran today where we had Outman and Sutterstrom to go over. LJ Martin's not doing anything in this game. Where are we? Petrie is still at 1.5. The reason I would be worried about betting that on Fliff is just like it's clearly an error line. So there's a good chance that Fliff is just going to void the bet. So somebody said, apparently this line is actually accurate. Where the fuck is it, bro? What is it? So let me show you guys. So this is obviously like a super good bet, or I don't even know where it went. They may have moved it. Kayla McBride on Underdog is 18.5. Then you can run Kayla McBride on Underdog as well. They only let me, I already played her PRA on Underdog. So long story short, I'm not going to be able, they only let me bet for some reason 1 play per player, which is the same thing we saw on the fucking Cam Ward play. Dabble. Alex, are we riding Kayla McBride today? We're riding her to go under, bro. Kayla McBride, we are full fading her. Whoa. Dude, damn, I'm fucking tired. But we got to rip some more bets. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we can do, boys. So what else do we have? So, like, here we have a crossed market on Kelsey Mitchell, right? FanDuel is Arbitrage to Novig, a very sharp book. Again, if there's only like $10 in liquidity, then I wouldn't play it. But here you have a fucking lot of liquidity, right? So FanDuel's only going to give me $56 max. Also, does FanDuel have any promos? Bro, they have a 50% profit boost you can use on any NFL bet. They also have an MLB profit boost. What the fuck, dude? FanDuel runs so many promos. So basically, with these profit boosts... Sorry. With these profit boosts, you don't want to put them on big favorites, right? Because they're only applied to profit. So you want to bet them on underdog outcomes. So let's see if there's any touchdown scores. Maybe not. Maybe there will be. Nah, why don't I see fucking touchdown scores on FanDuel right now? Maybe there's just not a lot of touchdown scores with value. Obviously, I'm never going to force a bet on some random shit. But let's see if we can find something good that has value to put this profit boost on. Who do we like for tomorrow, boys? Obviously, the Commanders. Obviously. Dude, Mariota's going to ball on those motherfuckers. But usually what I do with these profit boosts is, you know, I just try to find something halfway decent with value. And then you're getting a 50% increase in the odds. Like basically, I mean, literally whatever you bet is going to be profitable. So this play, for example, looks really solid. Just right off the odds jam positive EV tool. So check this shit out, bro. Matthew Golden, over 3.5 receptions, 4+ receptions at plus 162. Yep, give me that. So FanDuel only gives me $10 max, dude. Verify my location. Look at this line, dude. First step to beating the books, finding value. FanDuel is crossed with Hard Rock. Granted, Hard Rock is a super stupid sports book, so I wouldn't put a lot of weight or meaning into FanDuel being crossed with Hard Rock. But I mean, literally no other book's giving you above plus 129. So this play looks pretty insane in terms of the value. Dude, verify my location, bro. So it's going to go up to plus 244 with the boost. I don't know why it's taking so long. There we go. So now they verified it. I mean, I'd also run this at plus 162. It looks really good. FanDuel's only going to give me 2087, but some bullshit. But it is what it is. But when I initially, you know, started sports betting, and I would get these profit boosts, so like Matthew Golden, I would literally just hedge them all. FanDuel used to give me 20, I mean, I think they give most people $25 on these profit boosts. I only get, whatever, 10. But basically, with the profit boost, right, it goes up to plus 244. So what I used to do is I would just arbitrage bet all of these. I would just hedge them, right? So you just pull up an arbitrage calculator, and here, Hard Rock's offering the best price on the under at minus 155. So you bet the over with the boost at plus 244. You hedge for $52, maybe round to 50 on the under on Hard Rock, and you're just going to make a risk-free profit of $8.37. But obviously, with the promo, like, that's an absolute no-brainer at plus 244. Oh, shit, man. Dabble. What do we want to do? Yo. Dude, this tennis play is kind of ripping. Better boosted touchdown picks, Dabble. Yo, so we can look at Dabble. Why not? So Dabble is a sick sports book. By sick, I mean like it's a good one to use. Let's see if there's any crossed markets, first of all. Maybe there are, maybe there aren't. And then we can kind of go from there. So let me remove all this bullshit and just put in Dabble. So the first play that's a crossed market is this. I mean, it's the same fucking play. Or no, it's not the same play. Yo, let's go to Dabble. So this is another DFS book, so let's remove this shit. We have a lot of Dabble slips for tomorrow. So we have Cole Kmet over 20 and a half receiving yards. I apologize. And let's see what else there is. Dude, I do kind of like the... fuck. I do like Hurts touchdown. Hurts touchdown. Again, Dabble's another, fixed payout sportsbook. You can get this on PrizePicks as well, though. So it's kind of up to you, but Circa's a really sharp sportsbook. You don't believe me, you can ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT will tell you the same thing, but very smart book. All these books have the over heavily favored. Pinnacle's a sharp book. They have the over as a pretty big favorite at minus 141. So what we can do is we can build a Dabble slip, but what's really interesting about Dabble is they do not price. They're kind of stupid, bro. Hurts has scored a touchdown in the past 5 games. What's very interesting about Dabble is they I'm looking for a 0.7x shield. Let's see if this works. I don't know why it's having issues verifying my location. Yeah, this is perfect, dude. So there's no payout shift here. So basically, you can copy my plays on Dabble, directly from the app. So here's the play. Sorry if you can't see it. This would be a 3-pick entry. 3-pick entry on Dabble, right? So basically, they're goblins, right? So Ian Seymour over 3.5 strikeouts was a goblin. Obviously, if you run goblins on PrizePicks, right, they're not going to give you a 6x payout. They're going to take that shit way down because these goblins are supposed to be easy wins. So Dabble recently added shields, like this Ian Seymour. It has a shield. It's like a goblin. It's supposed to reduce your payout by 0.7x. But you can see they just didn't reduce our payout. They're still giving us a 6x payout. So it's kind of sick. They're kind of glitching out. It's pretty incredible, to be honest. So definitely exploit that edge while it's still there. Again, Dabble, it's definitely one of the most beatable books. DFS books. What is going on? I have a 33% ROI. The only shitty part is I'm limited now. So if we look at this Ian Seymour, dude, I mean... I'm not going to act. I mean, it would have been horrible with the 0.7x payout, but Betr has his line at 4. You can see every sports book has his over as a pretty fucking big favorite at minus 180 or whatever. So, I mean, again, it's nothing to write home about, but it's still a pretty damn good play. Still a pretty good damn play. Kalshi. Somebody wants Kalshi. Find overs instead of unders. Bro, why are you obsessed with overs? Who's this dude in the chat obsessed with overs? Yo. You guys want to do better? It seems like better is popping up like a bitch in the chat. I can give you guys a better play. There's actually a lot of better value right now. There's a shocking amount of better value right now. So better... Again, this is like Jake Paul's fucking DFS app. So let's see what we can do on Betr. Let's see what we can do, boys. Yo, what do we think about Travis Hunter? Fading him. Under 3.5 receptions. Do we like it? Yo, boys, do we like fading Travis Hunter? So I could do dabble slips all night long, but I don't want to waste your guys' time. So the first play I'm going to go with, is going to be Travis Hunter, okay? Under 3.5 receptions. Travis Hunter, under 3.5 receptions. Bruh. Dude, all this previous shit we bet. Waddle, we got under 4.5. Now he's down to 4. Merritt, I think we had under 8 or under 8.5. So Travis Hunter, again, data-driven sports betting. I don't bet with my gut, bro. Fixed payouts, optimal slip on Dabble is sorry, 5 or 6 pick entries. For 5 pick entries, it doesn't matter if you use insurance or not. For 6 pick entries, you want to use insurance. It's really important, as I'm sure a lot of you guys care about. But let me show you some really good picks. This play on Cedric Gray is ridiculous. But again, like on Dabble, right, we just talked about PrizePicks running a 3-man, and they gave us a 6x payout. If you look at Betr on the bottom, they're only giving you a 5x payout on 3-mans. What the fuck, Betr? What the fuck, Jake Paul, you cheap bitch? So long story short, you don't want to run 3-mans on Betr. It's really important what type of slip you go with. But I'm just going to dish you guys an absolute dime. This may be the best play of all time. So the final play is Jaylen Warren over, right? So this is a crossed market. So this is going to be a 5-pick entry. Can somebody please put the link in the chat? Yo, can somebody please put the link in the chat? Whoa, I want to make sure you guys can see it first, though. Yo, so here you have the slip, okay? So if you look at Jaylen Warren, right? Massively crossed market with Novig. Novig's a super sharp book. And then if you open up Novig, but anyways, this would be the play. 5-pick entry, all NFL picks. Or no, what am I saying? We have Trey Turner in there. Anyways, I got to get it locked in. Can somebody put the link in the chat? Be a homie, man. Be a homie. Alex, Cleveland plus 10.5 on Fliff looks solid. Alex, are you ready for the NBA? Bro, I'm fucking pumped. I love the NBA. I think that, honestly, I truly believe the NBA is a much easier sport to make money betting on. There's also just a lot more games. You guys agree, right? NBA betting better than NFL betting? It's kind of lame on a Tuesday during NFL season. Like, there's nothing to do. Oh, shit. Are we really betting on the Cowboys? Yo, so here you can see heavy liquidity is coming in on the Packers. Or sorry, fading the Packers. Someone's offering. Again, this is a peer-to-peer site, but obviously it's not your fucking neighbor, Joe Schmo, bro, offering 10K on Packers minus 6.5 at plus 101. So basically, if someone's offering Packers minus 6.5 at plus 101, they're trying to take the opposite bet, right? Which would be Cowboys plus 6.5 at minus 101. They'd be trying to take the opposite side. So this play on Fleff, I mean, you could just arbit, right? But one of the two bets has to be profitable. But I think I'm going to hold off on betting on the Cowboys for a sec. That is a shit ton of liquidity, though. It's kind of interesting. Luke McCaffrey, I mean, dude, that's kind of my guy. I don't really want to fade Luke McCaffrey. 15K. The other guy has 15K, though. Jerry needs to go meet Tupac. Can you do a 6 or an 8 pick on pick 6 for the free pick? I gave it out in the Discord. Cowboys are poverty. I'm a Cowboys fan. Anyways, to be clear, I didn't take the bet. I just think it's interesting. Someone said there's 15K on the other side. It's already gone now, it looks like, though. Anyways, what other promos did we have on FanDuel? Were there any other promos that we need to take advantage of? NFL same game. The issue with same game parlays is they just they juice the fuck out of them, dude. They juice the fuck out of them. So usually for these FanDuel boosts, there's not much value on FanDuel right now, so I guess I'm going to wait for tomorrow. Owner's Box has a discounted line. I'm aware. I already gave it out on Twitter. I believe, at least. We can see if there's any value on Owner's Box. That's another DFS app. I'll let you know. Not really value right now. DraftKings pick 6. Really no value right now. PrizePicks and Underdog have the most value right now. I don't know why, but Underdog we've been hot on. The only problem with Underdog is they just give me a lot lower betting limits. But let's see. Dude, I can't wait to wake up, live stream. What else is good? What else is good? Okay, so let me show you guys some bets, okay? Let's see what we have. So I'm going to get rid of FanDuel for a sec. And I'm going to put in PrizePicks. And I'm going to show you guys some plays. Let's see what we can do. So those are the plays some of the ones we already bet. Zach Ertz. This play seems pretty damn good. Zach Ertz under 4.5 receptions. I mean, again, that's my guy. It's a crossed market to no vig if you run it in a 5 flex. You can see ProfitX, another very sharp book, right? They have the under as a big favorite, -142. FanDuel, -130. Under is favored or juiced, even if you don't use FanDuel, right? You want to put some weight into their odds. It's a fucking $40 billion company. So I do like this Zach Ertz play. You guys like fading Zach? He's got Mariota throwing to him. He went under last game. I don't know, man. I'm just giving out options. But we want to do a 5-man. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, guys. Some crazy underdog value just hit the board. So we may need to... Oh, shit. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Again, sometimes this is a great time to be sports betting because lines are coming out like fucking crazy. So look at this play on Kershaw, right? Early line. I would bet the fuck out of this on Hard Rock if you use Hard Rock. That would be a massive arbitrage bet. So you could just arbit. But Kershaw is a +136 underdog. Yo, check this out. And did they already bump it? What the fuck? Oh, no, this is hits allowed. Kershaw under 3.5 hits allowed. Again, MLB's getting a little funky. We're getting near the end of the season, so, like, how long are pitchers going to pitch? I mean, there's, like, some dynamics at play. So, +136 on the over on ProfitX. It's only a one-way market. But obviously, if his over is listed at +136, the under is the favored, the more likely outcome. So this is a super good pick. But what else did we have? Damn, dude, there's value starting to pop up, boys. This is a good time of life. So I like Henry under an RAs. Yo. And what else do you have for me? So let's put an underdog. Again, underdog, like all sports books, it has thousands of fucking lines up, bro. Like at any given moment, there's a lot of lines up. Dude, what are they doing? Wow. There is just a lot of line discrepancies to choose from. It's sometimes a little overwhelming. But I think what I'm going to go with is just a little 3-man. 3-pick entry. Yo, get this locked in if you want to play it. I'm trying to see, is there anything else I want to add? Should we run a 6-man? Should I save some bullets for tomorrow? Honestly, no. You should run this. If you wanted to, you could add in... Yo, so this is what I'm going to run. But if you wanted to, because I already used this pick, and again, they're only letting me bet one play. All of these plays I gave out earlier are still available, and I think they're solid. These final three, these final three, all of these final 3 plays are still available, and you could run it as a 6-pick flex play, right? 6-pick flex. Dude, are you kidding me? So those are the final 3 picks? Dude, fucking underdog, bro. This is the problem, though. They're fucking terrified of my picks, and they just bump things fast. Oh, shit. Anyways, what was the final play? Let's see if there's one more play we can find. Carmen Curl over 6.5 TAs, tackles plus assists. This looks solid. Yo, where is it? No. NFL. Why is it only showing me Derrick Henry? Carmen Curl. Come on, man. Honestly, fuck it. I'm going to go with this play. This is just a big line discrepancy. Juwan Jennings under 50.5. So this is what I'm going to run. Again, 3-pick entries you want to run as a standard play. So I'm going to run this as a 3-man, 6x payout, minus 122 implied odds. You can see here, this is just the odds jam line discrepancy tool or the fantasy optimizer. All the other books, right? All the other data points, multi-billion-dollar companies, you know, teams of data scientists. They're taking a lot of money in bets, adjusting their lines accordingly. Every other book has Jennings line at like 41.5. So Underdog is just casually 25% higher with their line, 20% higher, whatever the exact number is. And there is a speed component to sports betting. Like, you want to move quick because, again, some of these really good lines are going to get bumped fast. Where do you see Cleveland value? Dude, last weekend we were all over Cleveland against the Packers. That shit worked out. Damn. Jonathan Taylor. Oh, fuck. I already ran this. I think this play I gave out in the Discord. Anyways, Jonathan Taylor under 20.5 RAs. I think we're also on that on like a prize pick slip, and the under has just gotten more and more favored, but that would be a cross market with no vig. But what did we want to do? I think I was building a prize pick slip. Look at Cleveland spread. Fliff is messing up big time. Let's see. Cleveland spread. What is going on Fliff? Someone's saying there's really good value on Fliff. I hope you're not lying to me. I mean, what? Fliff has them at 10.5. Most of the, like, Novig has them at 10.5. I don't really see much value. I don't see much value there. Let's see, though. What do we want to do? I think I promised another prize picks play. I think. Let's see what we can do, though. Oh, shit, dude. This Kershaw play is available here, too. What is going on? Alex, open the Fliff app. What are you talking about? What? I don't see value. To be honest, I don't see value. You guys are distracting me. I don't want to be distracted. Damn, dude. So the best plays, I mean, granted, some of these picks just haven't been bumped. So if you were on the last live stream, you may already be on some of these. But again, I don't know what streams you joined. I don't know what at points you were on them. So I think all of these picks are super good. Let me just build the slip though and shut the fuck up. So Cedric Gray under 5.5 TAs. And then Buchanan under. This is another really solid pick that's still available. I don't know what PrizePicks is doing, dude. They're just fucking up a lot of these lines. So this would be a very solid 5-pick entry. I'm going to get this locked in, getting more aggressive. If you haven't used the Hertz discount, you could throw it into a 6-man. Because again, 5 and 6-pick flex plays, that's the best type of slip on PrizePicks. Yo, so here are the first 3 picks, right? And then here are the final 2 picks. And then we can... Anyways, I have a video that really goes deep into the math behind flex plays, why that's the optimal slip type. BYU game, yo, if someone wants to put the link in the chat, because I want to move on. I want to waste a bunch of time here. So I got it locked in. Crossed market plays aren't good on books like Sleeper because they juice their lines too much. Well, no, crossed market bets are always going to be good. But the only thing about Sleeper is there just won't be a lot of crossed markets, right? Like you can see there's a lot of opportunity on FanDuel right now. I mean, granted, I lost money today. But there were a lot of crossed markets on Rebet. Unfortunately, depending on the betting strategy you're using, is not always going to mean you make money. I'm not arbitrage betting these. I'm just taking one side of the... I'm just taking the side of the arbitrage opportunity that I think actually has value. Owner's box, someone asked for. I don't see much. Really, the best book right now is Hard Rock. I mean, Hard Rock, BetMGM are the crazy good books. There are just a lot of things. Again, I don't know what is going on with these tackles plus assist plays, but there's a lot of line discrepancies. Like Cameron Dicker, over 1.5 field goals. I would slam this on Hard Rock, right? So the amazing thing about crossed markets, arbitrage opportunities, is, right, there's obviously 2 ways you can do it. You could just arbitrage bet this, but the over on Hard Rock, let's say you want to bet 250, and play the under on ProfitX, which is a peer-to-peer betting site. So ProfitX, there's no limits ever, right? And just take the 731. But that's not really what I like to do as much. I like to gamble. I like to have risk on. Is you just have 100% confidence that one of the 2 bets has to be mathematically profitable. You can't have the ability to make risk-free money if neither bet is profitable. This was the first strategy they taught me when I started working as a trader, is arbitrage. If you can buy something at 10 from one guy and sell it at 11 to another guy, you do that. Or you figure out which trade is a good trade, because if you can buy at 10, sell at 11, one of the trades is obviously a good trade. You don't even have to know anything about the thing you're trading. So anyways, right, minus 120. Every other book has this like minus 180 or whatever. It's crazy, dude. I don't know what is going on though. I think these... Is this real? I mean, this is completely legit. Bryce Miller on ProfitX is plus 388 to go over 15.5 outs. Again, usually, not always, these exchanges are on the right side of history. They're very sharp. It's trading firms. It's people in the know setting lines, offering liquidity. But that's just like a massive arb. But let's see if there's anything else on any of these sites. So we have a lot of shit filtered in. Dude, I really don't see that much value on these DFS books right now, though. Yo. Come on, man. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get something locked in for this FanDuel promo. So FanDuel has a MLB profit boost. Where is that shit? 3-leg parlays. Again, like parlays, they get a really bad rep. But you can make money betting on parlays. I mean, let's be very clear here. You can make money betting on parlays. Parlays just get a bad rep because most people are bad sports bettors. If you're unprofitable on your straight bets, then you're sure as shit going to be unprofitable on your parlays. Parlays are just combinations of bets, right? So if you have a negative 3% ROI on your straight bets, your ROI on a 2-pick parlay is just going to double to negative 6%. So that's why most people get killed losing on parlays, because 97% of bettors are unprofitable to begin with. Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Why do you keep opening shit up in a new tab? Anyways, I just want to see baseball plays. Why is it showing me all these? So the second play I'm going to go with, just early value, only book offering above plus 200. Dylan Lyle, 2+ hits, right? I still want to maximize the edge or the value of this promo. I don't just want to bet random shit. And we do have some early good value. Yep, fuck it. We're going D-Gen, boys. So I threw it on it, and again, every pick's plus EV, so my parlay's plus EV, so we might as well bet a little more too. But here was the play for the FanDuel 30% profit boost, because tomorrow, I don't really want to think about baseball. Dude, I'm going to be locked in. I'm going to be up early. I'm going to be fucking live streaming. I'm going to be giving out a lot of bets, and hopefully they all cash. Hopefully. That would be nice. Anyways, I got to close some tabs, dude. I always get so many fucking tabs open, and then I get overwhelmed. What time do we wake up? Honestly, guys, there's not a shit ton. I mean, again, I never want to force a bet. We found some good plays. There's not a ton more value. There's nothing like glaringly good. I'm sure we could squeak out edges. So I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to try to get to bed at a reasonable time. Although I may fucking jack off, and then I may start watching Forensic Files, and then I may start tweeting out bets. I don't know, dude. The night is young. The night is young. I never know. There are a lot of times I get a second fucking wind. It's horrible. I thought you were done drinking. No. Dude, not drinking doesn't apply to NFL Sundays. What the fuck?